Hello everybody, welcome to day 10. I am sending out a new video today about commitment. I want you all to create a commitment for your partner. And that is the one you just read about in your email. It is basically a commitment that I have that my partner feel or experience in being my partner. So it's kind of like how I want Katie to experience me as her husband. And or how I want her to feel, as being my wife. And the reason why I want you guys to include this in your relationship challenge is because for me it's a really nice way out of struggle and upset and every basic kind of fight where you just kind of fail to meet on the same page. So And for me, that's really the big value of this commitment, and I call mine, my commitment for her to be loved, cherished, and appreciated. And what I love about it is when we're fighting, I don't have to necessarily agree with Katie's position at all. And you rarely do, right? When you're fighting, it's like, oh, if you could just see it my way, or oh, if you could just see it my way, and we get stuck there and we kind of battle back and forth. Or you never listen to me. Well, if you listen to me first, then I will listen to you. And basically most fights have that flavor. And what I love about this commitment and acting on it is that it's kind of a break out of that stuck dynamic. Because it doesn't matter if I agree with Katie. I rarely do when we're fighting. Usually her world is totally irrational and it's crazy, and I'm like, no, she's clearly out of touch with, I didn't mean to come from there, and blah, 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 and I'm running my whole world about it. But then when I stop and I'm like, okay, whether or not I agree with her, is she feeling loved, cherished, and appreciated right now in this moment? No, she's not. And so for me, I can stop and change the way I'm interacting with her in order to give her that experience. I don't necessarily have to start agreeing with her and being a doormat, which I have a lot of couples in my office, they're afraid of. Oh, I don't want to give them the impression that they can just say or do whatever they want. It's not necessarily that. It's I start communicating from a loving and a cherishing place. I acknowledge where I find some truth in what she's saying, or I look for some truth, and I start just interacting with her from a loving and cherishing place. And for me, I've noticed that totally dissolves fights rather quickly. We tend to kind of tap right back into the more meaningful communication that we're trying to express, where we want our needs to get met, where they're not feeling met. What we really wanted from the other person, instead of kind of bickering about this world that we disagree about. So for me, that's at its simplest what's awesome about this commitment, and I really have found it to be a really valuable tool in my arsenal of ways to keep love present and stay away from feud and upset. And not that feud and upset are a bad thing. However, I feel really strongly how we do feud and upset very strongly dictate our experience of being related to our partners. So it's my commitment that we can be upset with each other, we can disagree, and we can talk about that, whatever that topic is, lovingly and caringly, and navigate that from a place of togetherness instead of feeling like we're on opposite sides of the court, attacking each other with tennis balls that move fast. Anyhow, so that's my spiel for today. I hope you find that valuable. Feel free to just make one up, whatever fits for you. You can borrow pieces or the whole part of mine. For me, that's a real accurate summation of what I'm committed that my partner experienced. But figure what it is out for you. Have fun with it. Play with it. Be creative. But also make it simple. Don't have it be this kind of like paragraph. Otherwise, you'll lose something there. And ask yourself, what am I trying to get? If you find yourself kind of running off into the corners of your mind, trying to create some big elaborate thing, keep it simple, keep it direct, and make it meaningful for you, so that it works when you want to pull yourself out of whatever upset you're in. So have fun, create a commitment, and then share it with your partner. That's it for today.